Good night, fellow punters. The clock on the wall says exactly 2 minutes past 10. Down still here with the Langers in the Blarney Woolen Mills Hotel. Day to forget for driving, I must say. But we got a good bit covered. Didn't sleep that well last night. Went to bed at 11:30 and I still was awake at 2 o'clock, twisted and turned. I slept for a couple hours then. I was up after 5:30. Breakfast at 4:08. Not too bad of a breakfast at all. The Yanks went off walking in the rain, and they were not alone. There was hundreds of them. There must be 20 buses pulled in, full-size coaches pulled in, and they're all marching for the gardens and for the Blarney Stone with their ponchos on, and some of them with shorts, and some of them with waders, and some of them with Wellingtons. But they're all happy. As long as they're happy and spending money, that's all the Irish care about. Our crowd, they got wet, but they came back and changed, and we headed for Cove. Didn't get out, just toured the town, and they took photographs out through the windscreen and out the side windows, and looked at boats and fishermen and fisher nets and lobster pots and what have you. And we headed for Timoleague. They didn't get out there. Oh, they did. A couple of them into the toilets. And then we headed for Old Head golf course. Out as far down on the water as you can go. Road's not the best, driving a bus, but met a lot of traffic at times, but we manoeuvred it safely around the roads anyway, and we headed for, I didn't want to come back through the traffic. It was chaotic there where they were doing the new roadworks, and we headed for Bandon. I said we'd come up through the country, and we went in to the Copper Grove, and we had a great bit to eat, and they had 2 bottles of wine, and I had a cup of tea first. Delighted to get the grub. They treated me, and weren't back until after 7, nearly 7:30. We came back then through, I forget. Anyway, but they're enjoying themselves. But the rain was tremendous all day long, and 'twas not a great day for driving. 'Twasn't a great day for punting for me either. Although I got a surprise there with an email a while ago that I didn't see the race, Nomadic Empire. They refunded the stake as a free bet, so he must have been left in the stalls again or something. So that's him gone forever. I was disappointed with the way the one of Boogie Woogie. He wasn't Boogie Woogieing for us. How he could run second on heavy ground to save the last dance, and then run so bad today against a 98 rated filly. I don't know what to say about horses at times, but so what can we do? We only can study them and pick out the ones we think can run best, and when they don't, nothing we can do. Ryan Moore isn't as lucky for us as he was a couple of times last year, so might give him a skip for now. Anyway, tricky enough cars tomorrow. I don't know what the rain is forecast for. I left Tramore alone because I seen the that hurdle race, and there was money for the one we had picked in it. And it ran like a pig. I said he was 1 pace, but he was 2 1 pace. Anyway, tomorrow there's a few each way selections that I have thought had a chance tomorrow. I was looking at different things. I went against some of my stats and some of the trends, and I went with trainers in form and trainers out of form, and I don't know. We'll see. In the 225 at this must be the 4th selection. I had 3 picked, and I was looking for 1, and I was between. I nearly had Isla Kai because it's a pound or 2 lower than its last win in Merck, and a £7 claimer on it, and it's a 10-1 shot. That's at 3 o'clock at Newbury. But I went with Whenthedealinsdone. Done us a good turn last year, and Buick was on it. He rides it well. Broke its maiden at the track as well. One other run, I think, was 7th of 7, but it was in a list to the fair. Yeah, listed race 2021. Broke its maiden. But there was a good bit of money for it the last time. When he won before, it was off 90. He's down to 87. Back down to class 3. Big strong horse. The last couple of runs was in class 2 races. 51,000 and 30,000. So this is Calmer Waters for him. Buick getting on. It's 15,000 to the winner. Top weight. You could dispense with the first time tongue strap. The last time I think is gone. It's a big enough price there. It's 8-1 to pay in 4 places. In the 240, the silver trophy for the great Wilfred. Horse there, sort of like in it is Strong Johnson. It's a 7-year-old. Midgley, there's a lot of trainers out of form in this particular race, I thought. And Midgley is going not too bad. He had 4 winners in the last 2 weeks. But good few placed horses as well. But this horse used to be in Ireland with Homer Scott first, and then it was with it was rated 100. And then it was with Dennis Cullen. Ran a few nice little races behind Harry's Bear, the Big Gossay, T Spirit, Gordon Bennett, and that was 93. Was down now in the 70s, 71, and Danny Tudhope takes the ride for the first time. But where are we here? What were they on about? Strong Johnson, yeah, Danny Tudhope, but there was a couple of runs there. He showed a bit and closed, I thought, and a bit of bother a couple of times. But to step up to 6, this is the first time, and a good jockey, is 20-1. No, he's only 40 draws into 10s in places now, if they are correct. Yeah, he was 14s earlier, sorry, yeah. A point each way on that, they're paying 6 places in some bookies and 5 in others. And I've 4 sort of longish ones if anyone wants to do an each way, lucky 15. In the Great St. Wilfred, this hasn't been won by a 4-year-old or a 3-year-old since Don't Touch won it in 2015. That won 7 of 8 of its first 8 runs that time for Richard Fahey, and it didn't win anything after that. But I thought there, Aphelios, it only run a couple of nights ago in Windsor, stuck for room, but it was 7th from a bad draw in the Stewards Cup, and he ran very well, I thought, on the rail up, and he was the best of that lot, or 9th that time to Amberama Gold. But only a 4-year-old, Kieran Fallon, he'll be like the old fella, he'll be ploughing him out if he can. There's one interesting one as well as Anthem National. It was bought recently out of Joseph O'Brien's yard. It's a big price there. But it ran very well the last time. It ran to Comanche Falls in a listed race. Way back to the time before at 25-1 and finished 5th, and we're paying 5 in a 6 furlong race at the Curragh. It had good enough form when it was with the Christophers in England. It just sold for 210,000. The only thing about it is gone to Philip Kirby. You wouldn't associate him with sprinters. You'd be thinking more staying and hurdle racing. But if in the event that Aphelios doesn't go because he ran 2 nights ago, but he didn't lose a lot of energy, national anthem, but we'll keep that national, or Anthem National, isn't it? We'll keep him in the box anyway for again. Like running, this was him running to Comanche Falls.
Dow Wakens and then Castle Star racing to the final furlong. Comanche Falls strikes the front from Anthem National. Muniz to Tango Flair runs on over the far side. It's Comanche Falls from Anthem National, a length between them. Staying on is Munista. It's a blistering start for English race riders as Comanche.
If that had went to a sprinting trainer, you'd be more confident sort of, but follow the money if it comes for tomorrow, because he's a shrewd operator. There's a horse then that should have won for us the last day running tomorrow. I backed him at 5-1 each way there earlier. Turbulence. People remember in Naas, he just couldn't get out on the rail, and he finished.
Luke Short, followed
the
round
red
the home
colours
turn
there
by
about 6th,
Team
going
of
up the rail.
Spring Evening and Any Dream will do 2.5 furlongs from the judge. Jete Port has come under pressure, tracked through by Golden Spangle. Kodiak Prince with the noseband trying to get on terms. Then Kitty McPhee and Turbulence is sort of stuck for a place to go. Then Magic Charm, Any Dream will do is closing onto the heels of the leaders. Then Luke Short, followed then by Church Mountain and Spring Evening and Global Energy and Mr. Mills and Chilean and Fairy Tale Princess and Team of First. Tailing off at the back is Moon Over Cloud, but it's Golden Spangle, the one they've got to pass here inside the final half furlong from Luke Short. Turbulence has got going. Golden Spangle does it again from Turbulence and
2 more strides and he was up. There's a couple of, depending on what the going is in Tramore, if I do fancy something, I'll stick them up in the morning. We're heading for out of Dodge in the morning, and we're heading for Waterville. Staying 2 nights in Waterville, and want to get some of the sites on the Ring of Kerry done tomorrow and tomorrow evening, so that they're going to Skellig Michael on Sunday morning for an hour, and I want to get them to Killarney then for a lot of the day on Sunday, where they can have a few pints and the lunch, and back then to Waterville in the evening or at night. We'll see. It's a lot of driving. We're heading then for Cliffs of Moher Hotel Monday night, and Galway Tuesday night. That'll be it then. Anyway, this took an hour to go up last night. I don't know why. Was it the internet or what? So it's 10:15, so we'll see what time it's up at. Bash the bookies, over and out.